Support for City Series boys basketball is provided by the Akron Public Schools Career Education Department at 330-761-3131 or apscareers.com.
Welcome to Firestone High School as we're about ready for the tip-off here of the Akron Boys City Series Championship game as the Ellet Orangemen come in and take on the Buchtel Griffins, two teams that have played each other and been at the top of the City Series all season. It also pits the Player of the Year in the City Series, Alfred Johnson from Ellet, the senior, against the Coach of the Year, Matt Futch of Buchtel. Both of these guys making individual honors, but certainly the decision of champion will be here tonight on the floor as both of them go against each other here on APS 15's Akron City Series Championship game. Welcome here as we're just about ready for the tip-off as the teams have taken the court. The two big men in the middle are going to do this jump ball. Number 33, Alfred Johnson, and number 21, John King. Ball goes to Buchtel. Eventually, takes a little time, and they're off. As they work it inside, back outside. The Buchtel fans giving them a lot of love here to start it. Your starting five for the Buchtel Griffins is going to be number 30, Anthony Hunt Jr., number 21, John King, number 2, Jashawn Campbell, number 4, Christopher Robinson, and number 11, Brian Valerie. Buchtel gets the turnover and sends it back the other way. Inside, outside, tipped by King back the other way, up to the court, and out of bounds, goes back the other way. Buchtel, as they come into coming down towards us here, we'll go over their starting five. Bringing the ball up is going to be number 2, Steven Zampelli. The other starters are number 3, Storm Cherry, who just got the ball, number 32, Alfred Johnson, Anthony Jordan's number 33, and number 13, Jesse Nance, as they have a turnover on the other end for Ellet. They're rounding out their starting five. Bringing up the ball now is Jashawn Campbell. Guarded by Cherry into the corner. Up top, 3-ball to the right. Taken down by Johnson, his first rebound. Into the forecourt with Cherry. Going to Nance to the hoop, can't convert it, and Johnson sends it out of bounds. Bring into the forecourt, 3-ball, sends it out, gets it in. First points in the ball game. Anthony Hunt Jr., a 3 from the corner. Zampelli pushes the tempo out to Cherry. Cherry stops it. On top of him is going to be Jonah Carter. I'm sorry, not Jonah Carter. Valerie, rebound back the other way by King. Going inside again, had the hot hand for 3, gives it to King, makes a move inside, can't convert it, tips it on his hand, gets it to go in, and Hunt's got all 5, a 5-0 lead to start. Johnson gets the ball into the forecourt, sends it into contact, can't convert. Rebound taken by Fisk back the other way. Fisk slows it up. 3-ball again, not able to get that one to go. Rebound taken down by Nance. Turnover back the other way, gets it in. Nice job by Valerie to get 2. Coming down the court is Cherry, swings it out. to his man, slicing to the hole and gets it in. Anthony Jordan with 2 points, and their first points. They find themselves down by 5 with 5:13 here in a very quick first quarter here from Firestone High School. Our first time out, we will go over the biggest news that we have to share, and that is Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, as we preluded. Just in case you missed it, Player of the Year, Alfred Johnson III, the senior from Ellet, their starting center. Coach of the Year, Matt Futch of Buchtel, obviously coming in with a great record in the City Series, beating Ellet twice, once probably 15-point game. You could say a good margin of victory. The last one, under 10 points, much more of an even game. To round out the first team for the All-City Boys team for 2018, you see a lot of names here. Jonathan King of Buchtel, the junior. Tyrus Toney of Buchtel, the senior. Devontae Russell of East, the junior. Alfred Johnson III of Ellet. Taylor Mack of Firestone, the senior. And Trayvonte Tipton of Kenmore Garfield, also a senior. Ball goes in, going back to Campbell into the forecourt. Checking in's number 3, who I don't have on here. Like I said, I remember there's one roster change on there numbers-wise. Goes to the hole, lots of contact, out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with Ellet. They want to write down the numbers, but we can't get the numbers ahead of time. Let's see, it's going to be Tyrus Toney, so that's not on my list. Inside, and finally, Johnson gets it in. Turnover back the other way. Stops him in his tracks, King does, but it goes to his teammate. Another offensive board, brings it out, does Cherry. Traven Carter also with the offensive rebound. Into Johnson. Turns, beautiful shot, especially from our angle here, as he is able to convert for 2. Toney gets 2 on the other end. Outside 3, nails it! A great shot by Nance. Ties this one up at 9, a forward to Hunt. Hunt to King, pump fake, bodies in the air, and we'll have a foul as Johnson goes down hard. First foul in the ball game, team first. John King comes to the line for 2. I've decided I'm kicking the other chair out, Peter. It's only me. Peter's not, and Joe's not here anyway. I need more space. I gotta take stats for everybody. King makes the first. Coming in for Johnson as he's going to sit is number 24, Matt Turley. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Jordan. Into the forecourt. Cherry pumps the 3, not there. Goes the other side. Not able to get anything by Jordan. Going to Turley to the corner to Nance. Nance up top. Up top to Carter. Carter to Cherry. Now working the offense a little bit. 3:30 here in the first. A close ball game again. Into the corner. Goes down the baseline. Into the big man. Not there. Kicks it back out. Cherry will survey. Playing kind of a 2-3 zone, and a turnover is what it results in. Back the other way as Robinson brings it up. King for 3. Long. Rebound by number 5. Well, Elias Young. And turnover to Turley. in the corner for three, can't get it to go, and we have a foul underneath. Turley gets called for the foul, his first, team second. Inbounding is going to be Brown. And he'll keep it and bring it up with Robinson. Tony inside. Great block underneath, back the other way. Carter with the block. Cherry leads the break, goes inside, fakes, goes in. Jordan with two. He's got four early in the first quarter. Inbounded to Young. Guarded by Zempelli. Outside. 3-on-3, as you could say. Tony versus Cherry. He gives it up. Goes to the center. Inside. Ball down. Still down. Now we're on the floor. And we'll have a jump ball. Checking in is going to be Campbell, number 2. Full court press by the Griffins. They're kind of a 2-1-2 diamond effect. Defensively, Zempelli now at the top of the key as they'll drop into that 2-3 zone. They don't get to the corner in time. Air ball back the other way. Valerie with the rebound sends it forward. Young, nowhere to go. Turns it over. Back the other way by Cherry. Cherry swings it around. Lots of pressure on him. They'll slow it down up top. Cherry surveys, goes against his man into the corner, trying to find the seam in this zone. They go inside, gets under the hoop, can't get there. Free ball in the corner, good! No doubt about that one, as you could see it from our angle going right in the hoop. And they take the 3-point lead. They come out, they're guarding him way outside, does Carter. Cherry does the same. They want the count right away. Zempelli comes out. And you can see taking that extra 3 steps. You're good 4 feet past the 3-point line. Into the corner, they don't recover. 3 ball's good! He looks at the ref and he sees his hands up because it's 3 points on the board. 14-13 now, under a minute here in the first. Cherry with pressure. Dancing, center court. Center the court. Zempelli, can he hit another? No. Long rebound, back the other way. Robinson with the rebound, carries it coast to coast. Can't get it to go in the hole. Saves the ball nicely. Back the other way is Jordan, but he turns it over, giving it to his teammate. Bringing it back up is Robinson. Robinson fake, had time. 33 seconds now. 3 ball outside. That one's good. 2 in a row. 3 for him again. Jashawn Campbell with 6. 24 left here in the phonetic first quarter. 2-point lead for the Griffins against the Orangemen. Zempelli corner 3 again. That one goes in. 2 for 3 for him. And now they'll hold. 5 seconds in the quarter. Looks inside, finds his man Hunt. Short-handed it. Can't get it to go in. Rebounds it. Shot will be no good. And they'll end the quarter that way as the Griffins find themselves getting 16 down 1-17 to the Ellet Orangemen here in a very fast-paced first quarter. 8 turnovers by both these 8 turnovers total by these teams. And some missed shots, a lot of fast breaks, not able to convert, low percentage here going into it. On our first timeout break, we went over the first team, All-City Series team. Now we'll go over the second team, All-City Boys team for the 2018 season. Chris Robinson of Buchtel, he's a senior, he's on the second team. Brian Valerie Jr. of Buchtel, a senior, also on there. Billy Johnson of East, a sophomore. Storm Cherry of Ellet, the junior, is on there. Steven Zempelli of Ellet, the senior, also on there. Perry and Johnson of Firestone rounds it out, and he is a senior as well. The honorable mention for the All-City Boys team is going to be Jashawn Campbell of Buchtel, Shaheen Pickens of East, Jesse Nance of Ellet, Justice Lane of Firestone, Cameron Brown of Kenmore Garfield, as well as Drew Williams of Kenmore Garfield, and Deion Scott of North. The all-defensive team will get at our next break as they're taking the floor here. Both of these teams have played themselves very competitively, and it's gotten closer each matchup. And now with just more time to prepare, the championship team, they find it to be a tough one when you try to beat a team 3 times in a row. Buchtel will take here the start here of the second half. Hanging into the corner for 3, air ball. Turley with the rebound. And they're bringing it up quick, but there's really no advantage. They're not getting into a specific set. Johnson short, lots of contact underneath. Rebound taken down by King. Into the forecourt is Campbell, into King. King back to Campbell. 3 ball, released it right away, and shot long. Not able to get it. As Nance takes it down, scoops, elder steps, Cimbelli corner again. He's hit one there before, and he hits that one too. First points here in the second quarter. And he starts it with the 3 ball. Drew it in, did Nance, and then sent it out to Zempelli for the 3. Looks to go inside, split it, up for a 3 again. He missed it again long. Long rebound to Jacob. Back out to Campbell. Campbell into the corner. Baseline floater, gets it in. Valerie with 2 as they get there first here in the quarter. A little more control from what we're seeing in the first quarter. It seems here in the second quarter the nerves may have calmed a little bit as we get into the second part of it. Johnson inside, hook, again not there. Tries to tip it out. Hasn't had success going against Jacob Jr., the big man, up against him as they put King more at the Twin Tower side. Ball up high, going to Jacob again. Outside 3, catches, shot, made it. Campbell, 3 threes for him. You could look at Zempelli, he's got three threes, and Campbell's got 3 threes, both in about the same time span. 21-20, Buchtel now leads it here under 6 minutes in the second quarter. Baseline to Johnson, hack to Shack underneath, and he'll go to the line. And that one going to be on number 21, Jonathan King, his first, team second. I got to remember who that first foul was on earlier, but I'll figure it out. Johnson not able to make it. Johnson only 2 points in the second quarter. He picked up that 1 foul, and then they kind of took him out, and he was out for a good part of the first quarter. And certainly his presence is needed defensively, offensively. We've seen him take over games just by rebounding. We've seen him get 6 blocks in a game. And certainly able to score well also. This one goes in, splits the pair, and knots this one at 21. Bringing up is Campbell, guarded by Cherry. Nance on Robinson, now outside to Tony, back to Robinson. King with the pick, go for the switch, they do. Takes the bigger man to the hole, takes a bigger man to the rack, gets it in. Robinson with 2. Jordan was out there. He is out there still against the press, trying to get the 10-second call. They cross over. Now they have the trap in the corner on the sideline, and they turn it over. And they get the return favor on the other end. Both of these coaches very active, coaches on both sides. Matt Futch, as we had said, as the press still on by the Griffins. On the other end is going to be Mark Fisher for the Orangemen. 3 ball again, Zempelli this time farther out, and this time a little short. Johnson got held underneath, no call there, back the other way, rebound by King. Baseline, nice touch pass. Johnson comes across and sends it out. Bringing it back up, and it will stay Ellet. So far, Anthony Jordan finding himself kind of getting stuck a little bit on the sideline, and that sideline is an immovable defender. 2 straight possessions. Zempelli brings it up. Tries to get Johnson to give him a screen to get some space. Screen both sides. Johnson rolling to the basket, into the corner to Nance. Johnson in the key, steps out, comes across, fouls with the dunk! Yes, sirree! Player of the year, 2 points. And that one with an exclamation point to the hole, goes up, tries to block it. Great shot there to answer by Robinson. Toe to toe, we've been going with these 2 teams. Zempelli playing this zone. The ball goes up over the head. Turnover number 6 early here in the game in the second quarter. And we will have a timeout by Buchtel. City Series basketball right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, online at akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools, the smart choice. See, when Joe's here, he doesn't even read spots. He doesn't do any of that stuff. City Series basketball right here on APS 15, also supported by Akron Public Schools Career Education Department. Career education programs are supported by industry-based standards identified by 30 different business advisory groups. For more information, visit apscareers.com. Also looking at our all-defensive team for the All-City boys, you're going to have Chris Robinson of Buchtel, Shaheen Pickens of East, Alfred Johnson of Ellet, Lafayette Johnson of Firestone, Brandon Evans of Kenmore Garfield, and Tyra Salters of North. As you can hear the cheers of the cheerleader flip-off in the center of the court. They had it last game too. It just shows you the talent that they have as they go back and forth, and the crowd now knows about it as well. Next break, we'll have our academic all-city team as well. A lot of early timeouts, Peter. I'm ahead of schedule. You're welcome. So 4:07 and things shake out back on the floor. Buchtel with a 2-point lead, 25-23. To the rack against Johnson in his face. Gets it in. I like how he attacked there, Tyrus Toney. They're having problems with this press. Now able to get by. Cherry and Zempelli have to be the main 2. Scoops it up. Can't get it going. Johnson tip. Not there. Taken down by Nance. Gets him in the air. Gets contact. Puts it in. His first points in the second quarter. He had a 3 earlier in the first quarter. Into King. Long 2 from the elbow. Not to do it. Chases it down. And he'll get the rebound and a foul. Jesse Nance's first foul, team 3rd. Sends it out to Campbell. 3 ball not there, didn't foul it. Zempelli gets it though, because he did. And now he's getting harassed in the center court. Now he likes the advantage the other way. Into the corner, 3 balls, Zempelli, yes! 4 threes in this game for him. He has a one-dimensional type shooting character, as we'll have a foul underneath going to the basket. Storm Cherry with his first, team 4th. Now we're going to be bringing in Jonah Carter, number 11 for the Orangemen, as well as Trevin Carter, number 1. Inside, off the inbound, tipped around. You got the biggest guy on the floor. Tipped it though, didn't get it. Looking for a jump, and they get it. Underneath. So jump ball gives it back to the Orangemen. We had 4 turnovers each side in the first quarter, and they began to calm down a little bit as he takes it to the rack. Trevin Carter does. He gets 2. Robinson into the corner. Goes against him. Toney back to Robinson. Robinson gets to the elbow, turns it over. Hounds him, but lets him go finally. To the rack. Contact. Scooped it. And we'll have another foul underneath. This one should be on Tony, I believe. It's going to be team third. So shooting is Anthony Jordan. Missed the first. Now they're going to bring in number 4, Diamond Fisk. Where did I put him? There he is. John King comes in for the Griffins, and Diamond Fisk for the Orangemen. Almost said Griffins. My apology. Lines up the second, gets it to go in. Inbound. Now they're going to trap themselves and pick up a quick foul. Jonah Carter, or JoJo Carter, as they're listing him on the loudspeaker. That's not in the book. It's a little extra flavor to it. They get into the forecourt, faked him on the pass, can't convert though. Jordan back the other way with the rebound, sends it up to Carter. Carter inside to Johnson with a hammer down. Threw it in. 2 points for him going back the other way. Campbell harassed and lost with the turnover. Gets the steal, goes to the hole, gets it up, can't get it. Rebound underneath, loses it. Can't convert Jordan Carter. They get the ball back on the Buchtel turnover. So Johnson for the Orangemen, the big man, he's got 2 dunks so far, which, all the fans love a dunk, especially when it's got an exclamation point, excites the crowd like it does here. Good patience with the ball, but a lot of dribbling. Goes back to Fisk. Fisk over to Jordan. Jordan comes in, and we'll have a hand check or a block. They talk it over. They're going to give it to him. Push. Valerie. Ryan Valerie with his first foul, team 4th. They'll get it on the sideline into Johnson. They're allowing a lot of physicality on Johnson so far, in my opinion. Goes inside, blocked underneath. And a block by Valerie. And now we'll have another foul. And that'll be on Fisk. His first, team 6, so they'll be in the bonus the remainder of this. 98 seconds left. And Turley comes in for him as well, so Jordan will sit. Also coming in for the Griffins is going to be Anthony Hunt Jr. And they're going to go bigger as well with William Jacob Jr. They check back in. Ball's going to go in here to Jashawn Campbell, though. So you basically have a front court of 3 guys that are all over 6'5". One's the most athletic of the 3, but it's a big front court for sure. Turley tips it out. Looking to inbound into the corner. Goes baseline, man on his shoulder. King out on the other corner, can't get it. Hits the top ribbon, but no one sees that. And then we go back the other way as Carter gets the rebound. Zempelli's gonna shoot from anywhere because he can hit it from anywhere. 5 threes for him in the ball game. Certainly a downfall, bringing 3 bigs in, is not being able to defend a guy like Zempelli. As you got 6'6", 6'7", and Hunt's the smallest at 6'4". That's a good size 6'4". Brings it into him. He surveys it. Turley on top of him. They'll bring it back outside to Robinson and tossed out of bounds. So got 5 turnovers here in this quarter to add to their total of 9. Ellet been doing a fantastic job. Only 2 turnovers here in this quarter, and that's why they have this lead, 36-27. Coming in for the Griffins is number 20. Nate Smith. No, he's not here, but we'll get it. I think it's Silas Jones. That's what I thought. I heard him say the wrong number earlier. He comes in, 7 seconds left. Zempelli still with the ball off his shoe. Johnson for 3, not much time left. And we'll have out of bounds on the air ball. Hey, Johnson's game is fantastic, but that's just not his game. And he wasn't trying to take it, but he had to because time was expiring. So like that ends our first quarter of action here as Ellet gets just 11 points in the quarter, but gives up a bigger amount on the other end as they give up 19 and open this one up a little bit as the Orangemen lead here at halftime, 36-27. We'll be back after the halftime activities to start our second half here on APS 15. Welcome back as we're about ready to start the second half here from Firestone High School. A very close game has opened it up a little bit here in the second quarter as the Ellet Orangemen find themselves on top 36-27. Looking at their team totals here before we start the second half. For Ellet, their leading scorer is Zempelli with 15 points with all threes. Their second leading scorer is going to be Al Johnson with 9. And kind of a lackluster rebounding overall, but they find themselves up. On the other end, Jashawn Campbell with his own 3 threes leads the Griffins with 9 points. And the rest of their 2, Christopher Robinson with 4 and Tyrus Toney with 5. Now, music's got to be turned off as we start play underneath here, but it hasn't happened yet. Going inside, Johnson, great defense. Splits it out. Defense comes up on him. Johnson underneath. Blocked. Back the other way. Oh, that was me. I was supposed to turn off the music. I turned it off. Into the corner, back outside. Johnson underneath. Fingered it up, couldn't get it, gets the foul, and that'll go on King. Also found it was Christopher Robinson I didn't have the foul on earlier. His second foul, team first. Also, I also called Rob Jones on mistake, called him Silas Jones. It's a different person. My apologies. Misses the first. Misses the second. King with the rebound, his 4th. At our next break, we'll have our all-city academic team. Ball bobbled up and down, brings it back out. A big second quarter for the Orangemen. And it was by turnovers as Buchtel doubled their turnovers. They had 5 in the second quarter alone, while Buchtel only had 2. And a lot of dunks and threes for him as well. Inside, couldn't get it, tipped. Zempelli goes back to get it in the back court. Dribbles around, dances too much. Now he's got a lot more pressure, sends it up. Should have an advantage defensively. They spread back out. They were hoping for a 3, but he slices through. Can't get it to go in, though. King with another rebound. Into the forecourt, Valerie sends it off. Hunt blocked by Johnson again. He's got 3 blocks. And a little bit of talking there. Coaching staff, give that big man a pump fake because he's looking to send it into the first row. Looks to go inside in the corner for three. Not there. Long. Turns it around. Great rebound. Gets it to go in is Campbell with his first offensive board and first points here in the second half. Cherry up top. Called timeout while he was in the corner, and they'll take it. And while we have the time, we will go over the all academic all-city team here for the boys city series. Jonathan King of Buchtel with a 3.6. Brian Valerie of Buchtel with a 3.4. Of Ellet, Tyler Brown with a 4.5. Jesse Nance with a 3.5. Matt Turley with a 3.8. And Steven Zampelli with a 4.0. Of Firestone, Justin Moore with a 3.5. Of Kenmore Garfield, Brandon Evans with a 3.6. And Armani Council with a 3.5. And Terrell Salters of North with a 3.8. Congratulations to the all-academic team here in the Akron City Series. Students working very hard, not only here on the hardwood, but in the classroom. Looking to inbound the ball to Johnson. Sends it away. Their turnover. Buchtel looking to capitalize, going after him. Can't get it. With the rebound, King. And more importantly, the foul is going to be, he did give it on Johnson. For a second there, I thought they were giving it to Jordan. Johnson's second. Oh, they did give it to him. My fault. Goes to Jordan. Better for them, I would say, is to have it go on. You know, if I have to lose somebody to foul trouble late in the game, I'd rather lose Jordan and not Johnson. Makes the second, does King. And Zampelli with the pressure. Sends it to Johnson in the middle to the corner to Nance. Nance steps, surveys, corner Cherry. Back to Nance. I thought he was going to take that one. Into Cherry with the long three. This is like a Warriors game. There's a lot of threes. We're taking a lot of shots. Now, I didn't mean for Jordan to get back-to-back fouls. I think he wants to play the fourth quarter. He gets back-to-back ones. Now they go into the corner. More of a man-to-man defense here for the Orangemen as King sets the screen. Gets the bigger man. They switch again. We're seeing that a lot outside. They're going on the switch. Tries to get the block. Couldn't, but altered the shot ultimately. Jordan did. Up to Nance, around the big man. That's a spike in sand volleyball. It's also a block here in basketball. A great one there by King. If you can believe it, 6 blocks in this game. And that one of the most entertaining ones. Really not that bad as a basketball player to get blocked. It's going to happen when you go against bigger players. But you're challenging them. We've seen other ones be very successful or get fouls or whatnot. Zampelli talking about the call. He thought it went off someone else's foot. Left side to Tony. Tyrus Tony. Looked like he had it tipped away. It'll stay Buchtel ball. I think it's always fun, and we had a little bit there. The players are all standing around like, all right, I'm ready to inbound. But no one's actually inbounding yet. Got to have someone to actually inbound it. We're running the play. I'm supposed to be here. Who's supposed to inbound it? Oh, that's me. Inside to the big man. Great look, great interior passing, but couldn't convert. Rebound underneath. Again, good passing to get there, and we'll have a foul. Anthony Jordan might be his third. Yeah, and he picks up 3 quick ones here in the second half. Third quarter has not been a good quarter for Anthony Jordan. The starter had 5 points and 3 rebounds. Gets the first to go, does Tony. And they make it a 5-point ball game here with 4:16 in the third quarter. Checking in is going to be Matt Turley of the Orangemen, as well as Rob Jones. Rob Young Jones. Well, I got the Rob Jones part. It wasn't in the flyer we got walking in. That one's not going to go in. Jones with the rebound. See? It's important to have his name down, Peter, because he was going to score in the second half. I think he has a rebound, too. I should see. No, I don't have anything for who I thought he was earlier. Aggressively on this press. Gets him to turn the ball over. 3 ball, not there, long. Johnson can't get it. And Jones now with his second offensive board. He's making me pay for not knowing his name the first half. Going to the ball. Jerry comes at him and can't get it. Goes at Johnson. He doesn't get it, but he does get the rebound. And we got some sort of injury. He got hit in the neck. Is that like authorized personnel? And they're calling for additional. I think he turned and got like an elbow to the throat, which could be incidental contact. And a bit of an injury here. And we'll take a break when the action returns here on APS 15. All right, well, we are about to get ready for basketball, but certainly our thoughts are going out to Anthony Jordan. I'm sorry, not Anthony Jordan, Matt Turley. Matt Turley, who from my vantage point, I saw him grabbing the front of his neck right below where I'm sitting and to the left of where our cameras are. But he did go out on a stretcher with a neck brace, so certainly we wish him the absolute best and for a speedy recovery as we get back to the championship game here. Taking it to the hole with the answer is going to be Tyreek Williamson. 3 ball, back the other way. Nance can't get it down. Jones with the rebound. He got 4 rebounds, Peter. You got to know my name. I got 4 rebounds. Underneath, through the clouds and the trees. Can't get it. Blocked. Johnson gets the rebound. Back the other way. He's only got 2 rebounds. Nance to the rack. And somehow it rolls over the front rim and goes in. Against the big man underneath to the side. I'm not sure what the call is going to be here. It's going to be on Nance, his second. Team third. Coming in for the Griffins is Jashawn Campbell. And Brian Valerie. And it goes in to Campbell. Back to Valerie, to King. From the elbow, gets it in. That's a great shot basketball-wise. I should put this way, I guess. Am I 2? I guess I am. I guess I'm 2. Ooh, hear that crowd noise, Peter. See, I got 2 headphones. I don't need Joe. I got this headphone that has all this ambient noise. See? Yeah. Do we ever get our microphone back, Peter? We used to have a microphone that would get our crowd noise. All right, back to the game. All right, this is King picks up his third, and he'll sit. As we got 2:17 here in the third quarter, they find themselves still down 5. Sempelli's got to get rid of this ball. And he doesn't. Yeah, there's no long 5. There's no long 4 here in the championship game. You're not getting the long 4. Yeah, okay, you pass it off. Into the corner. Back outside, up top to Campbell. Campbell back to himself, essentially. Gets the three, gets it in. Campbell with 9 points and 3 threes in the first half. Now finally connects here in the second half. Our last broadcast had the All-City Girls Basketball Player of the Year, Javon Rogers of Buchtel, as they were able to pull off the victory. They also had Coach of the Year, Brian Neuerbauer of Buchtel as well. Certainly want to congratulate those that made the first team on the All-City Girls as well. For Buchtel, it obviously included the Player of the Year, Javon Rogers, and Amani Jackson. Of East, it had Janae Johnson. From Ellet, had Cassie Dario. From Kenmore Garfield, Celia Richardson. And from North, Amani Prim was their first team All-City Series for the girls. And, what? Chica, what? What happened? 1, hold. 11, hold. All right. Hey, whatever he said. Valerie, his second foul. 2-point ball game under 2 minutes here in the third. They look to trap Zempelli in the backcourt. Now they go up top, trying to get it to him, and they'll get the foul. An easy one there, as that one will be on Samar Wilson. I know his name. He didn't even say his name. And I know his name. He's not in this book. He's not in the other book. That's what I'm saying. You knew you had to know it, Peter. Our little intro threw me off. I couldn't go down and get it before the game. They started really early, though, too. Turnover, back the other way. Ellet's got 10 turnovers now. They've evened it up with Buchtel. And that's why the score is even again. As he gets it to go in, Valerie, his first 2 points here in the second half. And now we're doing some subs back and forth as William Jacobs comes in. William James or William Jacob? I had Jacob. Let me see. Yeah, it's Jacobs. Cherry, taking up a lot of time just in the backcourt. Off the other way. Scoops it, gets it in, yells at the crowd. Great shot by Campbell. He's got 7 in the corner. And again, the pressure, too much, turns it over. But goes to get it back, and they do. Now he doesn't know what to do. He's on the floor. Turns it over again. Back and forth turnovers by both teams. Outside, this could be the ice. Can't get it. Goes back the other way. Nance with the rebound to Cherry. And now they're back to half court. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Into the corner. Fakes it. Steps up. Long two. Long shot. Johnson with the rebound. Turns in with 15 seconds left. His first points here in the second half. Was second in scoring with 9 in the first half. Now gets into double digits in 11. 5 seconds left. 3 ball not there. Collects it quickly. Surveys, won't be enough time. Can't get it off. Third quarter done here. As a rough quarter for both teams as they score 36, but only managed to get 7 in the quarter. Do the Orangemen. On the other end, they made everything up they lost in the second quarter and got it here in the third. Buchtel, one of the best teams in that third quarter, where they tend to open up leads and now brought right back into things in this game as they tie it up 43-43 going into the fourth. City Series basketball right here in APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools with student opportunities in visual arts, including drawing, painting, ceramics, sculpture, photography, and computer design. Akron Public Schools and akronschools.com. Also, Akron City Series basketball, also supported by Akron Public Schools Career Education Department. I don't know what I'm saying, Peter. Let's just get the girls doing their stuff. That's more entertaining than any spot I got. It's like a dance-off. I mean, there's a basketball game, and then there's the dance-off game, you know? Supported by Career Education. The students have access to over 1,000 different apprenticeships. This is not one that we just saw. It's not one of them. But they have other ones that earn national credentials in career education programs that they can do before they graduate from high school. For more information, apscareers.com. All right, they give you fourth quarters, and now we're here. And it's basically like starting over at 0. This game has changed a lot as the ball goes in to Trevor Carter. Zampelli's got to get hot again. That's what really kept him in the first half. Morris, and there's also that guy. There's also that guy too. And he gets the N1, so it'll be Hunt Jr.'s first foul, team 5th. Yeah, it's not fun to get dunked on. It's not any better to foul him. And it's even worse to give up the advantage that you get by supposedly getting the rebound. .30 with the push, so he gets back-to-back fouls. And more importantly, they are in the bonus the rest of the way, are the Orangemen. I don't know if they're a top-tier free-throw shooting team. We don't get those kind of percentages here, but regardless, you get to go to the line, and it's an opportunity to keep getting points even when you get fouled, not shooting. Cherry makes it look easy. Very aggressive and displacing him at the top. Nance scoops it, not there. Another offensive board, can't get it. Another offensive board. That one goes in though. Johnson with his first offensive board. And Jordan had 2 in a row there. 3 ball in the corner, gives the sign to the crowd as Tony gets it 3. First points here in the quarter for him. And they're certainly allowing Campbell to go after him a little bit. Johnson with another 2. And now we're at the frenetic place that was the first quarter. Inside, Johnson with another block. That one can't get it. With another block. And finally, no, he runs after it. We're at a foul because he hit his head. And it's going to be blue ball because he pulled his head back. King, 2 offensive boards, couldn't do anything. And they're going to call it on Jayshawn Campbell. Both players going for the ball, Peter, but one player hit his head to gain an advantage. That's why you get called for the foul. And as I just mentioned, they're in the bonus, by the way. So that we're going to be shooting. So normally, get the ball at half court, but now we're shooting the rest of the way. It's going to be a long quarter for the Griffins. That's why. And Johnson, when you look at it, he's got 17 points, only 3 rebounds, but he's got 4 blocks. Oh, the momentum shift. The offensive board by Cherry. The putback and another foul. An end-one play. And my man, Anthony Jordan, with that tip to keep the ball alive, and it also gives Hunt 3 personal fouls, team 8th foul. Cherry runs after it because he knew he missed it. Happens all the time. It's not going to help because you can't rebound it. And you just give him the ball. That's almost a harder break for them because they've rebounded the ball very well on 3 throws. into the corner, fakes it, baseline, tosses it back out. Johnson, I think, affecting that shot. Into the corner again. He'll take it from there, in and out. Can't get it. On his hands. Blocked again. A lot of contact. Nothing there. Back the other way, Cherry. Into the corner. No. Long. Rebound. Cherry keeps it alive. Can't get it, though. Back the other way, Robinson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Well, Peter, we talked at halftime that the first half was so fast. There was no fouls. There was back and forth. Ball out of bounds. Fast break, turnover. Fast break, turnover. Different, just the pace was very fast. Second quarter slowed it. Third quarter way slow. Now we're right back to it. I'm not sure where this foul is. 13, the Nance. It is his third. They're at 5 now. I'm out of my orange pop to wet my whistle. Probably should have got that at halftime. Oh well. Sets it up. Tony makes it. One of my favorite things about basketball is that you can dominate almost one phase and it can be a factor in the game. Maybe you're just a rebounder. Maybe you're just a defender. Maybe you're just a shooter. Sure, it's great to be well-rounded and be able to do all those things, but you can almost specialize and be a factor. That one not there, and I can tell you who the factor is right now. He's got 7 rebounds, 3 offensive. It's Anthony Jordan. And the offensive foul is going to go on Nance, and that'll be his 4th, and I assume he's going to be subbed. No movement on the sub train of the Orangemen. At this point, you got to ride it out, I think. Whether you got him or you don't got him, extend the lead as much as you can. They also will be in the bonus the rest of the way, but they've gained a lot more time without it. Inbounding the ball finally, and into the forecourt. Valerie to Robinson to the hole. Floater, not there. Johnson, rebound, hands all around his face. And that'll be Jacobs. No. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know why they did that. Jacobs, team 9th, last in the single bonus. They'll be in double bonus. Johnson, though, not great from the line. Just 1 for 5. You know, you got to. That's what we were talking about. You can dominate one facet. It's not the free throw shooting for him. Not able to get it. But the 5 blocks have been helpful. Going at, floater, in, stays alive. Tony, a great 4th quarter with 8 points. Keeping them within 2. Tight ball game here. 5:06 left in the 4th. They double team up top with Cherry. Cherry splits it, takes it to the hole, brings it back out. So wise of Cherry, knowing that he had the advantage, looking for it but couldn't find it. Robinson can't get it, turned it over, back the other way. Bringing it up, Tony, floater, same shot, same result. No shot. He's going to be in the bonus. He's going to be shooting anyway. 3 with a hit. It's Tony. He's going to be shooting 2 shots anyway. Double bonus now. Knotted up at 52. Both teams in the bonus. Makes it. Cherry. Zampelli comes in. He'll take off a guy that's worked hard coming off the bench, Diamond Fisk. Tough assignments against these lengthy guards and a lot of pressure you have to go through as the Orangemen. Jay-Sean Campbell also comes in for the Griffins. Cherry sets up for his 2nd shot, wants to extend this lead, and he does. We'll have a Flurry's Cafe player of the game at the end of this one. Flurry's Cafe located at 2202 Cuyahoga Falls. They make the best signature pancakes. That's why they give us the best signature players at the end of each game. Ball out. Rebounded by Carter. and he'll get a turnover. 15 turnovers for the Orangemen compared to 11 by the Griffins. They bring in the big gun, John King, back into the lineup. Looking to inbound the ball, they do for the three in the corner. Johnson comes after him, can't do it. Zempelli runs down the rebound and gets a jump. That's what you're hoping for as a little man. Yeah, let me just get in there, get a jump. They don't get the advantage this time, but they'll get it next time. 4-17. Orangemen up by 2. Saw this in their second game, and halfway through the fourth quarter, they just fell apart, just gassed. Looking to keep the energy here in this one. Didn't even look to shoot. And Odd looked to pass behind him into the corner. Did Robinson on that side. They come help him up. And we're at 1-1 regardless. Anybody? So on Cherry. Can we not leave it up there? Can we not leave it up there? It's Cherry. No, Cherry's not. 33. Jordan, no. Who the heck was it, Peter? 32? No. I'm giving it to Cherry. I think that's what he said. I don't know. They're not updating the boards. They're all watching this great game. As should you, into the corner. He missed the shot there. Back the other way. King in the air. That's a tough call, and I'll tell you why. The defender is going up. And what happens is the defender goes up, the offensive player goes into him. I'm sorry, I'm writing down my stats. The offensive player gets hit kind of in the torso area, and if you get hit in the torso area, your hands tend to come down because of the impact of your torso area. So then they give him a foul because he brings his hands down because they think he's trying to block, but he also just absorbed a small bus running into him. Makes the first, sorry, a little rant there in between. Makes the first, makes the second. Ties this one up at 54-54. 3:37 here in the fourth. Scooped it. Unbelievable shot by Cherry. A great fourth quarter for him as he's got 7. Johnson affects the shot. 6 blocks for him. Up to Cherry. Brings it back out. Turns it over. Wasn't patient enough. Coming to the basket. Floater to keep it away from Johnson. Gets it in as Campbell. Back the other way. This side. Carter. Gets it again. Left side has some space. Trapped. Tapped. Keeps it again by Jordan. This time he's going to the rack. Kicked out of his hands to Cherry. Cherry takes some contact. Goes through it. Fades away. Passes out. Zempelli for 3. Nails it! Cold ice in his veins as he hits another 3. That's all he's made this game is 3-pointers. And that one was needed for his team. Into the corner. Zempelli out there trying to defend. They have the 3-point lead under 2:30 left and a timeout by Buchtel. Well, you want an exciting championship game, you got one here for sure. Looking back at past Akron City Series champions, last year we had the Ellet Orangemen, won the regular season, won the City Series championship game. Year before that, Firestone got both of them. 2015, Ellet got both of them. 2014, Buchtel. If you look at this record, the team that wins the regular season has won the championship game every year going back to 2001 when Central Howard, you got to be old enough to know Central Howard was even in the City Series. They won the regular season and then lost the championship game to Garfield that year. Buchtel, they haven't won one since 2014, so be back-to-back for Ellet as they send a player to Division I. And Buchtel, it's been 4 years since they've been able to get back here. But the chances are pretty high when you win the regular season you win the championship game. But it is very difficult when you sweep the regular season to then win the championship game, because you take all the things you didn't do well, Peter, and you improve upon them. Peter laughing. Peter George, my cameraman, Dave Schick. Championship basketball here on APS 15. Up top, a 3-point game, 2:27 here left. Here at Firestone High School, the Buchtel Griffins won the regular season 2-0, but now the sweep is trying to get there. King, a far three, not there. Underneath with the rebound. Johnson can't get it. Back to Buchtel on the rebound. They pass it out, finally taken down by Campbell, but he lost it on the turnover. Zampelli to Cherry, looking inside to Johnson. Cherry will keep it himself. They are just letting everybody run into Cherry. Goes up top. He allowed the contact, but he didn't stop the follow. Campbell gets it, and they bring it back to Jordan, back to Cherry. Cherry has been getting hammered with the ball up top. Going inside, tried to spin. Has it back outside to Cherry. Thought about the three, will step in. Was actually trying to pass it to him. He was wide open, but he was ready to box out the wide open two. Sub coming in, and that'll be Nance for Zampelli. The more athletic defender, as they find themselves one bucket change the lead here as the lead changes continue, and now he'll take a timeout to talk about it a little longer. Let my partner read the spot because I've been talking now. City Series basketball right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the International Baccalaureate program at Firestone High School, right in this gym, this school. It's a rigorous 2-year program designed to meet the highest academic standards for any high school student in the world. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Our Flurry's Cafe signature player of the game will have it once we know who's going to win. Then we'll try to get you that. Looking at it here, leaders in the Dave Schick pool certainly have Alfred Johnson, player of the year, and rightfully so, as he has put on a show. He's only got 5 rebounds so far, but he's also got 6 blocks, and he has 17 points. On the other end, if Buchtel continues to get a rally and can win this one, looking at it, theirs is a little murkier. Certainly had Campbell, who played very well in the second half, but Tyrus Toney has put on 10 points here in the fourth quarter alone. 2 threes, 2 free throws, and a regular little layup there. And he has been very good with the little floater from about 10 to 12 feet out. Johnson can't get it. He has been very good with that shot, as well as he and Campbell. Those are my 2 leaders going into it. King, one of their top players, also has 6 points and 8 boards and a block, but offensively hasn't helped them. That will be a turnover. 13-17, Buchtel winning the turnover war. And Johnson telling the guards to calm it down, because now they're in the full court press on by the Griffins. Looks to go into Carter. Carter one man on him, and he'll have to dribble out. Using his back to move the ball forward. They bring Zampelli in as a ball handler. He's going to get wrapped around, and Robinson's going to get his second call. And he's got away with probably 4 or 5 of those where he's got a little bit of contact, and it dislodges the ball where he can maybe get a steal or a bad pass. But now, with 1:06 left, he sends Zampelli, who's a very good 3-throw shooter, to the line. He hits his. And you look at the fourth quarter performances for the Orangemen as well. He's in for the shooter. Kind of trading offense for defense is Coach Fisher. Makes the second. Now he'll take the sub. Zampelli comes back out, the offensive side. They bring back in the defensive side, and that is Jesse Nance. He's got 4 fouls, but he has played very well against the bigger backcourt of the Griffins. They let the ball come in, down 3. 1:05 left. Scoop, blocked. Cherry. And as I was beginning to talk about, you look at the fourth quarter performances, and Cherry has been very good as well. He's got 7 points just in the fourth quarter alone. Really, he's had no points in any of the first 3 quarters, but has played very well here in the fourth. Under a minute now, long 3. Short. Rebound King knocked away, and it'll stay with the Griffins. Peter, there ain't anybody getting out of their seat for this game. Nobody's even thinking about leaving. No one's leaving for the parking lot early, because this one has been a great one. Looks to go inside, and now it's become more ticky-tacky the last 2. Ken McLean here has tightened it up a little bit, and that's why we're shooting now. And unfortunately, that's the 5th on Nance, and he will be gone out of the game. So Zampelli's got to defend here the last 45 seconds. I actually kind of like the foul. I just wish it didn't send a player out of the game, because they're at a 1-and-1. So he's got to make the first one to get the second shot, and you're up by 3. And maybe he makes the first one, misses the second one. Maybe he misses the first one, you get nothing, and the ball back with 3 seconds left. Looking to set up here. Robinson hasn't scored here in the second half. At the line, calm, cool, and in. From this vantage point, I'm a little left of our camera angle. You can just see the calm face, the routine. Not thinking about the score, not thinking about where he's going. I got to get so many dribbles. Now this one he's talking a little more than the first one. And he missed it. Shouldn't have talked, should have just stayed with it. And a jump ball. And it stays with the Orangemen. 43 seconds, down 2 are the Griffins. Looking to get a turnover. Full court, well, in a high diamond it looks like, into Zampelli, the best 3-throw shooter. They're hoping that he fouls him. He goes into more to Johnson. I would foul Johnson, but they don't. 32 seconds left. They bring it back out. They want the turnover. Carter back to Zampelli. Outside, waiting. Now gets double teamed. I think he's asking for a timeout, and he does get it. He went right into the side there into a triple team. I was almost expecting him to stay out near half court and demand them to come out and try to foul him. City Series basketball right here in APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools. For enrollment opportunities, akronschools.com, Akron Public Schools, smart choice. Our signature player of the game will be decided by that, and we get our signature pancakes from Flurry's Cafe right in Cuyahoga Falls. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 3 p.m. Their signature pancakes, there's one in there that you're going to love, and you got to find it. They give us the best signature pancakes, and we get the best signature player of the game from Flurry's Cafe in Cuyahoga Falls. So now they're doing like the jump off now, not the flips, but who can get their legs up the highest. It's a competitive world that I know nothing about, Peter. The cheerleader competitive world. So they're going to inbound the ball. They give him plenty of space in this new gym here at Firestone. 2-point game. Looking to inbound. Carter looks, and he wants another timeout. Now that's something that Coach Fisher talked to him. You look to see what they set up. You can get it in cleanly, you do. If you don't, you're going to call timeout. That was like one of the JV cheerleaders came out and gave a little backflip. See, we had a backflip into the splits, And now we got a huge backflip the entire length of the floor practically. And it's got, I got your backflip. I can't see the finish. There's a little, there's more taunting by the cheerleaders than the basketball players. They're giving the wave, they're giving the what up. All right, so now they're gonna change it out. They had Carter as the inbounder. I didn't like that either. So now they're gonna put Jordan as the inbounder and look to get him in. Trying to get into Zampelli, they can't. Into Carter, into the forecourt, and he's hit. And Robinson will pick up his third, and we're in the double bonus. So with 19.7 left, he's got to go to the line. Zampelli give him the talk. Make one, man. Make one. Just make one. You get two. Make one. You make two. It's a two-possession game. Make one, and I still like our chances. Sets up the first. Nails it. Carter. Check out his line. He's here at the free throw line. 19.7. Game on line. He's got 0 points. He's got 4 rebounds and a block. That's the first points he's got. His first time he's seen his shot go through the hoop at the most crucial time. Makes both of them. Makes it a 4-point ball game. And we had the clock start. Should be 19.7. So the player lets the ball come in, doesn't touch it. Clock doesn't start until he makes contact with it. These guys were on top of it right away. 2 of these guys been into state playoff games. Ken, who's in the middle of Ken McLean in the middle of the court, Final Four referee for the state of Ohio. And they had a thing with referees in the NBA. They're expected to get 90% of their calls correct. So when you have these 2 officials, they're up in that percentile. Into the corner, 3, shoots it, air ball, King underneath. He's got to score quickly. Can't get it to go. Cherry with the rebound. Tries to get away. Quick foul. 6.7. 4-point ball game. And it has swung the other way. That now you're going to need a lot of help. So Cherry, who's got 7 in the quarter, will go to the line. Makes the first. Free throw shooting has set them apart. Zampelli with 2. Carter with 2. And now, Cherry. Well, 1 out of 2. Rebound taken down, and now it's a 5-point game, and that one doesn't go. And we have a new City Series champion that didn't win the regular season, but won the championship game, as they're not able to get it in and get it done. But we certainly want to congratulate a team that had lost big, cut the margin in the second regular season game, and now a third time through has gotten the right formula to beat Buchtel, and they do so winning 64-59 here in the final quarter. Looking at it, you certainly had a big scoring on both sides, as they put up 19 for Ellet and they put up 16 for Buchtel. But it was free throw shooting that was the difference, as they're able to hit their free throws at the end. The Ellet Orangemen did it very well without any problems. The leading scorer for the, doing a little math, guys. Leading scorer is going to be Jashawn Campbell with 20 points for the Buchtel Griffins. Tyrus Toney with 15 points. Leading rebounder is John King, who ended the game, only had 1 point in the first half, but was kind of silenced offensively in the second half. Got 7 points, but did very well on the glass, getting 9 rebounds and a block. On the other end, for the City Series champion, the Ellet Orangemen, it was a tale of kind of two halves. Zampelli with their leading scorer with 15 in the first half, and it took him till the end of the fourth quarter to really get some additional points. He ends this one with 20 points. He hits 6 threes and then 2 crucial free throws at the end to separate them. Alfred Johnson played very well, and Storm Cherry played very well, and you can make a case for both of them being our signature player of the game. But when you look at it, Alfred Johnson played well the entire time, scoring 9 points in the first and ending with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 blocks. It's a great line. But you got to go and you look at Storm Cherry, defensively played well, but the fourth quarter stats jump out to you as he scores 8 in the fourth quarter and plays his best basketball then. He has 4 rebounds to end the game as well as a block. When you look at these two, I'm going with the signature player, with the player of the year, and that's Alfred Johnson. Across the whole thing, 17 points, 5 rebounds, but more importantly, the 6 blocks is only part of the story. That's what's in the stat book here. But he affected probably 10 to 12 more shots by putting his hands up and making them, when they drove to the basket, they passed it out because of his presence there. We want to certainly congratulate Alfred Johnson being our signature player of the game. And our signature player of the game is brought to us by the people that bring us the best signature pancakes, and that's Flurry's Cafe. That's in Cuyahoga Falls at 2202 on Front Street, open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 3 p.m. Their signature pancakes, a variety of ways to do it. Blueberry is one of my favorites, but there's many different flavors of their signature pancakes. Get your signature pancake, and certainly congratulations to our signature player here in the championship game. It was a close one and a great one. We certainly thank all of those that watched it here with us as Ellet wins this one 64 to 59. Also want to thank those that helped make this possible. Our producer, Ryan Rittenhouse. Our cameraman to my right, Peter George. Want to thank and wish well Joe Pacansky, my partner that wasn't able to make it here tonight. And I am Dave Schick. I want to thank all of the athletes that are being congratulated now, as well as all the administrators that help make the Akron schools the smart choice and the great choice here every day. Thanks and congratulations to the Ellet Orangemen, your 2018 City Series champions. Good night.